So here is the NSRS 60-minute chart, and the reason I wanted to do this time frame was I think it does a little bit better job of showing what's been happening and so forth. And this one's been pretty all over the place. It's had some major moves where it's gone downwards and made people think, the party's over. Specifically right here, this was a crazy couple hours, because remember, this is a 60-minute chart, so each one of these candlesticks represents 1 hour's worth of price action. So right here was, like I said, a couple hours where it really felt like things were done, but then you can see things, how the price recovered, and now is just in this explosive move upward. So what I want to do is just point out a few areas to kind of watch to judge the health of the chart. These ones can turn pretty quick, so it's always worth kind of knowing what levels to keep a close eye on. That will help, it's not going to be perfect, but at least it'll help kind of gauge, the strength and how much fuel, if you will, is left in the tank. So I wanted to start off on this kind of wider time frame just so you see where this initial level comes from. But the first area that I'm going to point out is right here, and I'm actually drop this down a little bit, and we're going to call this level the support at 90 cents here. Again, like I said, I just want to get this overall view so when we scrunch back in, you'll remember where this level comes from. But 90 cents, that's going to be a very important level of support. So as we come in closer here, now you can see a little bit more of what's been occurring. But basically, since this move started upwards, the wave, as I like to call it, that it's been riding is this 10-period simple moving average right here. You can see that when it got above it here, kind of came back down, back tested it for support, and then every time it's gotten relatively close, you can see once again there it's come back upwards, and today actually hit it. So for the first kind of gauge of how healthy is this upwards movement, this 10-period simple moving average is going to be the first level of kind of the gauge, and the next one's going to be right here, this gray line, which is the 20-period. So between those two, they'll offer you a good kind of trend kind of guide in terms of how healthy is this trend going. If it comes down here and falls apart through these, then things are rougher. But the really main thing is each one of these candles. Remember, these are hourly candles, so if we get another big candle like this, where everything happens within an hour, this could be a good potential bounce candidate. But if it's a bunch of separate candles that just are slowly drifting down, that's more of a slow bleed, and that's not really what you want to see. So keep in mind, looking at the 60-minute chart, the type of candle that's forming is going to be very important because, as it happened back here, this was really brutal, a couple hours, but for the bottom bounce players, they could have made a killing. So keep an eye on this, whereas this sort of slow drift downwards, although it wasn't the depth of the chart, this is the more worrisome because it's just kind of a slow bleed off. So that's the other key part that you want to watch, is what sort of candles are forming within the 60-minute period. So hopefully that helps out. Like I said, these are tricky, but if you can kind of use the supports as your guide, 90 cents being the very important one, hopefully that makes things a little easier in terms of how to gauge and how to play the ticker. So if there are any other questions though on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody, and it is all free. So again, this was NSRS. Please let me know if you have any questions.